At Southern BM, we have such a passion for the brand. So what we do is we buy the vehicles and we test the products out ourselves to see what they're like for our Australian conditions. The items that you see on the internet are not necessarily correct fitment for our cars. So what we have to do is test them. But instead of testing them on clients' cars, we get the cars ourselves, we test them, we put them through our paces, and then we've got a product at the end of the day to sell to the retail market. Our M3 E92 is a 2010 model. It's an MDCT. An M3 is already a higher spec BMW than the normal 3 Series and has all the sporty nature that people really love in the M3. So we want to enhance that over a period of time. So more power, better exhaust note, better handling and different styling was our design brief for this car. The BMW M3 comes factory on our Australian dynos, makes 232 rear wheel kilowatts. With the supercharger kit, it made 383 rear wheel kilowatts. The supercharger kit comes with all the required parts to put onto the car. It's a full bolt-on kit, it's fully reversible at any time. In addition to the supercharger upgrade, we installed an Akropovich titanium exhaust. The exterior of the M3 features a front carbon lip, and also we've got a double-sided carbon fibre boot lid. The wheels are supplied by Vorsteiner. They're a special build wheel, and Vorsteiner are the company that supplied the aero package on the car. The brakes are from the well-known Brembo, which are used all over the world, the best you can buy, so that's why we've gone for Brembo. But looking forward, we feel the market's going towards the M235. Great car to drive, a lot of spunk about it, and it's got a lot of character built into the car. The 2 Series, when it was released, as it was for the 1 Series when it came out, BMW have factory upgrade kits, being the M Performance parts. So what we decided to do, instead of using parts from all different manufacturers, is showing what BMW could do with their M Performance range and how that would look to the Australian public. Installed on the M235 are the BMW M Performance front grills, the front splitter, the upgrade wheel package, the upgraded brake package, the side decal package, the carbon mirror covers, the Alcantara electronic steering wheel, the carbon fibre interior package, the rear spoiler, the rear diffuser, the M Performance exhaust. These are all items that you can buy out of the M Performance range that we supply from Southern BM.
Scared. Like, it's funny, it is scary, but once you're used to it, you actually start enjoying it. And you start working the car, and it is mind-blowing. It is the best thing you could ever do. Well, this is a BMW E92 M3. We recently purchased it from Europe, and this is basically our out. This is what keeps us sane. You know, we thought about buying a high kilometre road car and building something up, but we thought this opportunity that arose from overseas was far more cost effective. The car was built in Denmark as a production race car, so it suited that particular category. Late last year they changed the rules, and they then had to be competing against the likelihoods of GT3 Porsches, so it sort of made them a little bit sort of uncompetitive in one way, so they decided to scrap the car and move on to something else. The amount of time and effort they put in just in the R&D, let alone all the hang-on parts, is mind-blowing. So if you think about it from that point of view, it's just better off buying a car complete, and then you can then finish it off with your touches. Oh, mechanically it's bulk standard, because that's what it had to do to comply with the class, so it's still got the normally aspirated V8 engine. You can tickle it in a way with exhaust and intake, which it has had. Standard DCT gearbox, along with the standard diff and also the standard ratio, so you had to comply with those rules. You could actually change or adjust the suspension in a limited way. So it's got the KW two-way competition shock absorbers. And then as you can see with the car, it's actually had a wider rear fitted to it. So that is a factory wide body kit fitted to the vehicle. Not always horsepower at the end of the day. You'd like plenty of horsepower, but it's not the key factor to making a car really quick. Really, the main goal with this particular car is enjoying the car as it is. We're having a lot of fun with it. Also too, it's probably exceeds my limitations and Andrew's at the moment, so we're still trying to get used to the car, but once that does occur, we'll certainly look at horsepower and probably a little bit more aero in the front to keep the nose down. So once again, it's just a fun thing for us. Clearly it has an impact when we go out, and people enjoy looking at it and watching it and hearing it, and we also fitted a passenger seat, so when we get those days, track days, we can also put some customers in there and they can enjoy it with us. Like it's, in terms of a release and a fun thing to do, definitely this car ticks all the boxes.